Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity. As I continue with my blind Let's Play, looks like we got a couple of notifications here. Solmar the Shackler, slaver from Recreus, has arrived, seeking my counsel, okay? I need leaving in 8 days. Okay, we have a little bit of time, so... How long is it gonna... Well, let's...
Indeed.
Let's get to the edge to see how long it's going to take us to get back to Cadnua. I was about to say Twin Elms. But no, I think what I'm going to do before we go back to the keep and deal with that, I'm going to go to the North Weald and finish up that quest. From my perspective, it's been so many days since I've played, so forgive me as I'm getting back in the swing of things, and yeah. So, actually, yeah, how long? 1 day, 19 hours. Okay, so about, we'll say 2 days. So if that's the case, it's 1 hour to reach Old Song. So yeah, let's do that. So I'm thinking, yeah, we'll go finish up this quest, meet up with that person's friends to rescue them. What was that quest called? At the mercy of the tribes, I think? Yes. Intercept the expedition. Warn her expedition of an impending Glenfathan ambush. Oh wow, look at this place.
Does everyone else see that Stelgar and the undersized breeches?
Huh. So, Gallowayne's Maw. Artstone Burial Isle. Old Song Pass. Let's go to the pass, I guess? Anything to say? Twin Elms has been sacred ground for countless seasons. It looks really cool. Yeah, let's try up here. Actually, Protector, do you have anything? Words are empty without strength to back them up. Right on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 6 hours. Let's do it. Let's go try to warn that expedition. And then I'll go back to the keep, deal with that matter. And then afterwards, I will see about the whole... excuse me. The whole god situation and pledging to them. I might just go in there. There might be some information actually inside. We'll see. Okay, so let us go this way. I think. Wait. Is that the edge of the map? No way. Why can't I move? Oh, how do I keep doing that? Look at that. I don't want to input a command. There we go. The tracks and bloodstains continue further east. I'm gonna say follow this trail. Oh, and another thing I forgot to be doing. Let me go to my inventory here. As you pointed out, you know, in the comments, Alan, about the armor being enchanted. I don't know why I never thought about this. Yeah, I should do this. This probably will help with the Durgan's Battery and the White March. Goodness, I have several things I could do. So yeah, that, let's do... I'm thinking about Constitution, actually. 1,000? How much money do we have? Almost 8. You know what? Let us... Ah, the heck with it, yeah. Where's that armor? Or we could do a proofing. Ooh, wait, burn. Proofing. Ooh, wait. Yes, let's do this. Because the golems in the forge were doing fire, so... And forgive me, Alan, if you comment on an earlier part telling me these things, or telling me certain strategies, and I don't... Because there's a delay, you get the idea that I might not be able to catch the comments fast enough, but I do appreciate them nonetheless, so you know. Let's see. Yeah, let's make it burn proof. It's exceptional, and then how about requires a diamond? Does all of them require? Yes, they do. Or actually, not all of them, but a good bit of them. If anything, I need to see about either finding or buying some materials. I have plenty of essence, it looks like, or spiritual residue. Let's do Constitution as well. Alright, a dare. Enchant. Wrong thing. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you know what, no. Let's go back. Wait, he has fine. Wait, and I have exceptional, right? Yes, I do. Wait, don't we have other... Yes, we do. Oh my goodness. Have I just been kind of silly this whole time? I should have gave him this. I am silly. And you know what? Let's give... actually, what ring is this? No, let's give her this ring. Sorry, as I'm just kind of going through some of this stuff. Why not give her that belt? Where was it? This? Wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, that's fine. Max endurance bonus. You know what? Let's give Sagani this. Let's switch it out. Plus 10 against spells. What do you have? Okay. Okay, that's okay. Now let's enchant this one. Oop, wrong thing. Burn proof. Enchant. Okay, now enough of that. Let me save it. And apparently, if I saw that correctly, it was like 3 months, 18 days, 7 hours or something that I've quote-unquote been playing in-game. So, it's kind of neat. Oh, here we go. Resolve the stalemate between the Derodian expedition and the Fangs.
Tread carefully, Estramore.
An elven woman stands beside a stag, petting the great beast on its neck. Petting the great beast. As you approach, the animal jerks its head in your direction and rears up. Stillness, the woman orders, pulling on the skin of the stag's neck until it ceases to buck. Easy now. No need to fight. Yet. She turns to face you. One ear is missing its top half, and many battle scars raise her otherwise smooth skin. More foreigners, more unclean feet, trampling on our lands, more blood to feed the trees. You should not be here, Estramore. If you're here in our lands, it is either to steal from us, or to aid those who would. Derodian mercenaries, looters. Can you hear their panicked whispers? Leave this place at once, and we will kill you. Or we will kill you when we finish with these Estramore. I'm going to say I'm a friend of the Erglin Foth. She holds her gaze on you. Do you speak the truth, foreigner? If you are indeed a friend, you would respect our lands and not defile our sacred soil with your trespass. If you have no bonds of kin or kith with the looters, I will give you a chance to prove it. She draws one of her swords, and with it a swift, arching motion points it to the ruins beyond. The invaders must be purged from our lands. Prove your worth, and we'll believe your words. Tell me about the mercenaries. Raiders, looters, same as all the other Derodian thieves that pillage our lands. We tracked the Derodians from their first step beyond the Great River, and waited for them to err. They always do. We claimed half their pack in the first assault. The cowards that ran now huddle to the north. When the wind turns, you'll smell their fear. If they surrender, will you let them live? Softness such as yours will not bring them to heel. Their greed knows no bounds. Their memory honors no history. What use have we of prisoners? What example do we set to let others live, letting them live? Why would we forgive again? Dang it, I don't... Of course, I just arrived at Twin Elms, so I don't have that positivity. So I want to ask you about something else. I'll see what I can do. So the elven woman sheaths her sword and reaches to her stag. The animal lowers its head to meet the carelessness of her hand. Gentle, strong. We wait here to welcome you back as a warrior and friend. Oh boy. We'll see what happens, and like I said, in other parts of the Let's Play, I'm gonna just deal with whatever consequences come from it. Stop. Friend or foe? The man in blood-soaked armor points his blade as his wounded and weary comrades flock into position behind him. You're not going Fothin. He tightens his grip on his sword. By Mogren, friend or foe, I said. Calm down, I'm a friend. A rare and welcome sight. Friends this far from home. He lets the weight of his sword lower his arm. Look at us, hiding in the rocks and holding our guts. The fangs. They've bloodied us and now we're trapped. Sinwin sent me. What happened? Resourceful girl, the captain huffs a chuckle before returning to his humorless frown. We assume the Gunfothans killed her before coming upon us. I'm relieved she's alive. Doubly relieved she brought help. The tribesmen ambushed us just as we made camp. The fight was a lopsided slaughter. In the melee, someone tripped through the campfire. We were lucky in that regard. The stench of burning flesh and the choking smoke obscured the scene, and a few of us managed to withdraw. We ran to those ruins to regroup, but now we're trapped. The face painters are just south of our position, and they have us cornered. No doubt they're happy to let us starve while they rest, and rebuild their strength before attacking anew. Seems this is where we'll be making our last stand. Well, if they're south, can you flee to the north? We could run away that way, maybe invade... Sorry. Goodness, I can't believe I keep doing that. Maybe evade the Gunfothans if we're quick, but... The captain looks over his shoulder and shakes his head. We've spotted a pack of Stelgars up there. Given the options, I'd rather some face painter kill me right quick than die slowly, bite by bite. If I didn't know better, I'd wager those beasts are working with the tribesmen. But I'm sure they're just here following their stomachs. Look at us, lumping at our injuries and covered in blood. It must smell like a butcher's shop. Maybe I can help you get out of here alive. We'll take any help we can get. We're pinned between the Stelgars into the north and the Fangs to the south. If you can scatter either group, they'll clear an escape route for us. Gents, gather up your gear and lace up your boots. Looks like we have a chance of going home. When a path is clear north or south, give us word. It'll beat a hasty retreat back to the Deerwood. Looks like we're going north then. Because, yeah, I don't know how the Fangs will respond, but, is that them? Yes. But I'd rather them get away than, than not. Let's everybody focus there. Okay, and knock him down. Oh, wait. I didn't realize the dare was right there. Oh, well.
Leave it to me!
Attack!
Again, I kind of wish the party, once they finish attacking somebody, they can run towards them. Maybe that is an option I'm just missing, but that's okay. Stash all that. Alright, path to the north is clear.
Hmm?
Here, let's get back in position.
Hail, traveler.
So I've cleared the northern woods, though Stilgar won't trouble you. He blinks and arches his eyebrow in surprise. All of them? Hear that, boys? Looks like we've got a way out. Get to it. They cheer and their voices kindled with purpose, and they spring into march. Esmar raises his fist and shakes it. The locker dances as if jerked into life. The captain nods and gives you one last look before joining his companions.
Yes?
There we go. Now I bet the Fangs are not going to be too happy. Maybe if we don't talk to them? Oh, never mind. You aided the mercenaries, Forder. Now we'll cleanse the stain you mock upon on the lands. Well, as I figured. Oh god, they went real fast. Here, everybody attack them. Ooh, Alof. My goodness, my dude. Dang. Okay. It is hard to see. Okay, hang on. Get your health back. If you can. There we go. Okay. Everybody turn and... yeah, face this one. Kana, second wind, please. Okay, Zawa, do that.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Okay. Oh, Zawa's still alive. For a second there I thought he died, but he's about to go down.
Indeed.
Oop, no, don't disengage. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna stash all this. Oh yeah, we need more camping supplies. Alrighty. So return to Swith and the Northweald. Okay. I don't think she was back here. She's probably back at the entrance, I'm guessing. How close is Sagani leveling? Getting there.
I'm here.
Not too far though. Let's see. Oh wait, I've southern edge of the Northweald to know their fate. Oh, okay. So I guess I passed her up. Oh, there she is. Her gloved hands, half buried on the waves of her rebellious hair, watches you as approach. You did it. We'll be chanting your name back in the gift. Everyone will know what you've done for us, I promise. But you're the type that to deserve more than just praise. Coin? Weaponry? She rubs her gloved fingers together. Or if nothing tangible suits your fancy, I'm gladly share my skills with you. Well, I mean... How about coin? Let's just do coin. Only a fool works for charity. She counts out a large sum of copper. I wish I had the coin to match my gratitude, but this will have to suffice. With that, she nods and turns to leave. Thank you again, my friend. We will not forget what you have done for us this day. And... oh wow, 9,000 copper.
I'm here.
Heck yes. Let's just kind of go upriver just a little bit. Just a little bit. Hang on, let's not run. And you know what? Let's save it, since, there we go. Since we've done all that, I don't want to mess that up. Forest Lurker. Zoom in for any, phone viewers.
I don't know you.
There we go. Mainly kind of doing this to see if, you know, getting Sagani some levels. At least some experience. Actually, you know what? Oh, that's right. I think it only counts the experience if, you know,
Those wounds. They look like they came from a Stelgar's claws.
what am I trying to say? That, like, the first time you face a creature, then afterwards it might not. Alright, let's check this out. Beneath the raging waterfall, the corpse of an elven Glenfathan hunter lies shattered against the rocks. Broken bones protrude through its skin. But you also notice deep, parallel cuts in the rotting flesh. The slashes trace almost every part of the body, as if it had been ravaged by a dozen blades. This man probably died before his fall from the cliffs above. You touch the dead elf's forehead, droplets of water glistening down its purple surface, and you feel a sudden jolt from the hunter's lingering essence. The water around you fades away. You're walking among the underbrush without making a sound. Moonlit catches sight of your arms, shining them pale. But you quickly dart again into the shadows of the giant trees of the Northfield. Your blood brother is not so deft as you expected. Look at him, frail, unaware. He doesn't deserve to share the glory of this hunt. It's been countless seasons since a Stelgar like this one, twice the size of its lesserkin, has roamed the forest near Twin Elms. Hearthwind fell for this trick. You almost feel pity for him, but you've convinced yourself that he'd only get in the way once the killing begins. He'll be safer by the river, expecting that we'll flank the Stelgar when it comes out to drink. But this kill will only be yours. The Stelgar is larger than you imagine. It stands without fear atop the waterfall's ridge, its silhouettes cutting a monstrous hole against the mantle of the night sky, a beast legend, a true hunter. Your hand tightens around the shaft of your father's spear. The weight feels balanced just right as you prepare to throw. You put everything into it. The spear flies true and hits the mark. Stelgar did not even hear a sound. Its blood spills bright on the rocks, yet it stands unfazed. The beast pounces. Moonlight shines over the great fangs. Your hands draw your blades. Without a second thought, as you lunge forward to meet this monster, it's fast. It's ripping your flesh apart. You stab at the darkness, engulfing you deep again and again. But there is no slowing its embrace. Well, moral of the story is ask for help. Don't try to take all the glory. That's what I took out of that. Even if you think the person is inexperienced. Because sometimes it will pay off, like as we saw So, anyways, let us head back to Elms Reach. Actually, no, let's not. Let's go to Cadnua first. We're going to see about, you know, that person that came to court, and see what they want. Oh no!
Keeps coming along nicely.
Are you serious? It's been... Wait, really? Okay, that person is still there. Yes. Oh, you know what? That other person was probably just... Okay, never mind. Never mind. We also need a rest while we're here. Also need to see if the blacksmith has camping supplies. Or merchant, or whoever's here, you know? Oh, there he is. At last. I'm glad you're here, my lady. My name is Solmar. I have a matter of some importance to discuss if you have the time. Let's hear it. So I gather around my allies. I'll cut to the meat of it. I have a dozen of Orland's slaves in port at Gerara, or however you want to say it. Good, healthy stock that will fetch a fine price in Innomar. If I can get a ship up to the coast, that's the tricky part. I haven't gotten the coin to stock a ship for the whole journey. Not with docking at the Deerwood port on the way, and running the risk of having my goods seized. Really, these Deerwood laws are completely impractical for any honest merchant traveling outside of Defiance Bay. I hope you could be of some assistance. You're not originally from the Deerwood, I hear, so surely you understand. I think you should continue up the coast. That seems unwise, I'm afraid. We've taken care to avoid foul weather, but we can do little without meddling officials at the port. Well, I know this is going to make my character, you know, more gray than anything, but I'm going to say you'll find less inquisitive in New Hermar. Dock there and you'll have no trouble. Truly, then, I was right to come here. Your advice has saved me much time and money. Thank you.
Indeed.
Now, I know that decision might be controversial to let him go and whatnot, but I guess the way I think of it, maybe down the line he could, for some reason, become an ally, but I don't know. If the option was there, I'd be like, no, free all the slaves. What are you doing?
Indeed.
Okay. There's the chapel. Let's go to the... Actually, what is this? Oh, that's training grounds. Hang on, let's go to this really fast. You know what? Was it done with the... Oh yeah, I think it was. So yeah, let's do... Let's do the merchant. And that's probably who I actually need to, you know, get here. But I'll check the crafting hall first. Hello, good sir.
Hail and well met.
See what you got. And you do not have camping supplies, it looks like. Well, shoot. That's okay. Let us go. Actually, thinking about it, I probably can buy them at Twin Elms at a certain spot.
Better indeed.
Alright, let's go all the way over here. Oh, actually, before we leave, I need a rest. So what am I doing? And let's get might. I gotta say, I've always loved these kind of shots. They're really great. Okay, everything's good. Let's go back to Elm's Reach. Oh nice, the construction's already complete. Okay, so... shoot, we've almost completed everything. Let us do... let's do the garden. Why not? Okay, so... let's go over here. I'm gonna save it right before I go inside, just in case. But I'm gonna assume there might be more information about the gods inside before making any pledges, but we'll see. Oops, don't pause it. No, stop. There we go. Okay, let's try it. Let's see what this looks like. Alrighty. I don't know what each spot does. Actually, no. Let's go here first. Oh, wow. Book of the Hunt, daily focus of fish. Queen that was and still is. Oh, wow. What did the others say? Wait. Hang on, final journal of Jonas, but didn't we have... yeah, that's weird. I thought we already found this. Yeah, become the effigy. Okay, that's interesting, because I think I remember seeing this in a tomb somewhere. Okay, this sounds like one. Doorways, mortality, and inevitability is breath. While the Valians know this very god as Serono, for, if nothing else, breath teaches us that the duality exists in all of us. There is life and death and life. Embraces the duality and you honor breath. Oh, embrace the... okay, gotcha. Breath is depicted in the form of two semi-skeletal figures, one male, one female. Eowyn, Anku, and Anku Iberan. Nice. Literally life and death and life. And again, Fathenton. Male and female, inside and outside, life and death. We often think of breath by imaging two sides of a coin, or the two end points of a journey. It is said breath has the most petitioners of every god. This is likely true. Who amongst has not prayed for the cycle to hiccup? Who has not, in a moment of sadness, yelled at breath to make an exception for our fallen loved ones? Breath may not rescue our loved ones, but it answers our prayers in its own divine way. Breath is the god that makes life end in death, and it's also the god that makes death end in life. Breath, Serono, all that, whichever of the names you may prefer to use, deserves our prayers, for it has given promises of life, eternal we know. So what I'm getting at is god of death and life and all that stuff. Kind of reminds me of Ball from Baldur's Gate, or Faerun, you know. God of Cold. So they often confuse Barath and Rimmergans. Oversees the cold, destructive act of death itself. Well, no wonder they confuse it. This difference is often difficult to describe to novices to appreciate until they've lost loved ones and endure the absence of time. It is Barath that determines we will be reborn just as certainly as we will die, but Rimmergard is an executioner's axe. So, Rimmergard shows us that life ends in stillness. And they only show the symbols around the bones white arched skull found carved in the most ancient Egwithan ruins. So he embodies not just death, but the manifestations of collapse. Be them famines, plagues, simple bad luck. Okay, so maybe he's more along the lines of death. Doesn't sound too cheery compared to Barath. Who is this one? The queen that was. Wait, was there another one? No, let's just do this one. Wodika, okay. Let's see. Wodika teaches vengeance and memory. While she is in exile, we must be her eyes and ears and not know injustice slip from the record. Wodika takes back her throne, all the injustices that have been slipped. Is the empire of Adir so old our creed? No. What I mean is, I'm from, you know, character-wise, from Old Valia. So, probably not too keen about the Adirans. So yeah, it teaches vengeance and memory. Yeah, not so cheery. Let's try this one. Or is that the pledge? That might be the pledge. Hang on, let's save it. Let's do... Apparently it's been 4 months now. Good lord. Luminescent Adra Shard. Crisp flashes of light run through this Adra Shard, pulsing in its faucet core like veins of light fluid of hard fire. Oh, and you can use it on the center now. Gotcha. Well, I've saved it. So I really just... Oh, that's...
Anything like this. Almost beats the Southern Lights.
That's cool. Kind of reminds me of Neverwinter Nights right there. Oh, okay. So we kind of had an idea of Rimmergard, Barath, and... Is that Wodika? Because I don't see Wodika. Maybe that's Wodika. Oh, when these light up. Okay. Hang on, let's... It looks like only 4 altars though. Wait, hang on. Fills your ears as you near Whale's Shrine. There is no other response. So Whale's somewhere there. And then this one is the other one. Let's check this one. Is this Wodika? Not that I'm going to go with Wodika. I really don't think so. Yes, Wodika. So you can't pledge to Wodika in that. There's only 4 spots though, and there are 3, 6, 8. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save it over this one. So earn divine favor, okay? In the nearby constellation, you can make out the shape of a strange horned beast. From time to time, you think the sense of faint chill emanating from the shrine itself. So that's Vermigard. Nearby constellation, you see a grim shape of a skull. Its jaws are open wide and it's frozen in a silent scream. It's Barath. Snarling hound, fangs bared. Galawan. Okay, we don't know anything about Galawan. Oh wait, I missed one. Whoops. Forming an oval shape of an egg. A pair of wings sprout from the egg, stretching out to the other side. Hylia. So yeah, this one, and that one. So we know these two. We don't know Hylia and Galawan. Unless it was said... Unless I just missed it and it's actually in here. Hylia. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Visits us on the screams of women's and child, but oh, so it's kind of like the grieving mother in a way that is now no more wonderful. And when a woman dies giving life to her child, her soul is carried away and reborn as a heaven attendant of Hylia's court. Through the miracle of the Queen of Birds, my mother has been with me, watching over me with my whole life. Okay, Hylia prefers the worship of two children singing over 1,000 petitioners, silently praying for victory. The Sky Mother asks so little of us, yet so much. We are charged to live every note of life's song. It surprises me how many fail to embrace the divine calling. I do like that idea. Okay, so we have that. Oh, perfect. Galawan. Okay. The Seeker God. Survival begins with strength from within. Only ask my strength my students. Engages in the quest for knowledge, but his secrets are self-occluding to those who merely ask, desiring knowledge without the request of the hunt. My own flesh and blood once asked will learn. Whoops, I didn't mean to move the camera. Please, Galawan. I told him yes. Interesting. And I guess the others are just the, you know, what's there. Even though we can't pray to them. Yeah, Moragran got a spell just for, okay. So, my gut reaction is either Hylia or Barath. I really do like the stars and just the whole spatial thing going on. Let us go with, I think I'm going to just go ahead and make a decision. Let us go with Barath. I think that's who I'm going to go with. Oh, I have to say they're... Oh, okay. It's not survival, it's... yes, I think it's that one. There's life and death and life. Because it's not the nature, it's not every note. Every note is Hylia. It's not the ocean, it's not stillness. Stillness is Renregald, or however you say it. Yeah, there's life and death in life. There's a rippling shift in the air around you as some unfelt wind has changed, bringing unexpected warmth. You feel the peculiar weight of an unseen presence and of eyes upon you. You kneel and pray to Barath. Even while your eyes are closed, you see a road that seems to stretch on forever. The stars wheel overhead in a clockwork rotation of constellations, disappearing over the horizon to your left, only to rise on your right. Before I continue, I do like how this is just like the visions and whatnot we've been having. So you try to make out the details on either side of the road, but your eyes can't seem to focus. One moment you think you see a meadow blanketed with a mist, and another sheer canyon walls. For just an instant, you even see waves lapping at the edges of the road. Were you to step into the shifting landscape, you feel certain you would only end up back on the road. You know this is a vision, but the packed dirt feels firm beneath your feet, and the night air cool on your face. You are walking. Your feet seem to carry you forward of their own accord. Something looms ahead of you. As you get closer, you see two stone figures that look strangely familiar. Benowin and all that, yes. Two of the oldest representations of Barath. You remember the door of Sullivan Rilag and the two figures carved into the mountain next to it. One looks vaguely male and the other vaguely female. Only a thin layer of flesh covers their skeletal bodies, which twist to face the doorway between them. The doorway, however, is not what you saw in the ruins. It's a skull gaping and jawless, and as you look on, its open mouth seems to glow. The arms of the two stone sculptures are swept toward the mouth, inviting you in. So let's enter. The road continues through the maw to another shifting landscape surrounded by stars. As you pass through it, you see an identical doorway in the distance. A dwarven man stands near it, unmoving. You turn and look behind you, only to see the skull glare you just pass facing you. An elven woman waits in the road. Like the dwarf, she stands still. Let's approach the elven woman. Start toward her. There's something unnatural about the way she stands. She's too still. When you get closer, you see that her legs taper into a slender trunk, and in place of her feet are gnarled, twisted roots. She lifts her face to an invisible sun. Her long, golden hair is the color of autumn leaves, and you look more closely, and you realize that her head is actually covered with tendrils, and vines sprouting brilliant yellow leaves. Each glimmers with the essence of an entire soul. She gives you a beatific smile. As you look on, the leaves slowly fall from her head and settle at her roots. They melt into the path beneath her, and almost immediately new leaves sprout in the place of old. She reaches towards you, still smiling as the roots spring from her fingertips. Her outstretched arms bar the path. Come, graft your soul to the golden grove. Turn and run. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take her hand. Her roots twine around your fingers, and as they do, they grow rigid, cold. Her outstretched arms petrifies, and as a rough stone bark overtakes her flesh, she can only look on in horror. You break away from her brittle grasp. Her feet are rooted in place, but she twists and writhes, as if trying to flee on her own dying limb. The petrification reaches her shoulder and spreads down her body, freezing it in a painful arc. It creeps up her neck, and she throws her face skyward like a drowning swimmer. The greyness covers her face, freezing her gasp in stone. Now that she is still and lifeless, she can continue past her. Only the golden leaves on her head remain untouched, and as you watch, they fall one by one to the path below. They shrivel as the shimmering essence fades from them. You lift your gaze and see the dwarven man standing further down the road. Continue down the road. He looks up as you approach, but you can tell if he looking at you or through you. His face is smooth but flaccid, as if the flesh has detached from the muscles underneath. As you look on, his face begins to change. Wrinkles crack at the corner of his eyes. His mouth sinks, carving deep lines from his nose to the corners of his lips. His jaws sag, and the loose flesh hangs like dough. He raises his cupped hand. They're covered in blood. He lifts them to the face and smears himself, from the newly ceased forehead to the rattles of his neck. As he massages the dark, sticky fluid into his skin, oh lovely, the flesh wrinkles disappear, the hanging folds recede, and his flesh tightens as if re-adhering to his skull. He lifts his head, and this time you know he's looking at you. His renewed face looks like a mask, artificially smooth and still. Behind it, his black eyes are two hungry pits, yawning like the empty mouths of skulls. Come, make your sacrifice to Ithiko. No. So I'm gonna take his hand again. You grab his hand, but his skin gives too easily under your grip. And as you try to pull away, you hear a noise like dried canvas tearing. His skin splits, following a long seam that begins at his arms and now stretches the length of his body. Blood gushes forth in quantities that you can't imagine there was ever anything else in him. Surely enough, as the dwarf empties of blood, he collapses like a desiccant husk. The blood in the path gleams with 1,000 souls worth of essence. The essence evaporates in trailing, shining filaments into the night sky. Only now that he is dead can you continue onward. The blood pools around your feet, and the voice echoes along the road, barely more than a whisper on the breeze. Return them to the wheel. You look up and see the skull gate ahead of you. The candles of Terra Evron wink through the open mouth. So in the lives of the two figures from Barat's vision. Alrighty. Do we know where they're at? Is my first question. And who knows, this could be the evil thing to do, or depending on how they are. I don't know. I don't know. But we're gonna live with it. So, council. So yes. Dwarf and elf on an eerie road, both perished at my touch. Weary road. Is it this one? Okay, yes. So they have cheated death for too long. Ending their lives would be no doubt please Barath. The dwarf in the vision has an eerily ageless face, and he seemed to renew himself with the blood of others. He said something about Ethnic Knoll. When I learn who or what this is, he will no doubt be nearby. The old woman was strange, tree-like in the vision. She mentioned a place called the Golden Grove.
Don't you ever miss it? The sound of your own tongue? The smell of something familiar on the cook fire?
Their absence is part of my suffering. I keep it close to my heart, and it gives me strength.
If only absence could fill my belly as well as a good caribou shank.
Yes?
Alright, let's ask them. I have a few questions.
What do you wish to know?
Actually, no, I do not.
Until we meet again, old one.
Never mind.
Indeed.
Oh my god, the golden gloves right there. So, from Home. Blood Sands. Gotcha, so I'm guessing all this, any of the tasks I need to do by the gods are all in Twin Elms. I wonder if that's them. Maybe they're just up there.
Estremor.
The elf holds a chipped wooden pipe. The sweet smoke wafting from the bowl makes you dizzy. Welcome, Estremor. I've got herbs and potions for sale. Looking for something to ease your travels? Or something to make them more interesting? White leaf. Nice way to spend an afternoon. And the following night. And most of the next day. Fantastic. Alright, let's, do you have camping supplies? No? Okay. That's okay. Let's get... Ooh, let us get... 13,000? How much is that going to give us? 3,000? Yeah, let's do it. I'm assuming that went to the stash. I'll need to remember to grab that later, so that's fine. An elf with a placid green eyes, not an ingredient. Welcome to the Golden Globe, travel.
Hail, Estramor.
Do you seek the wisdom of our herbalist, or simply to bask in Rathrun's glory? Tell me about the Golden Globe. Grove, sorry. We are the Ovates, druids, philosophers, and students of nature. We gather here to share knowledge and celebration. Many travelers come to us for poultices and remedies. Bedla, or whatever, yeah, understands the cures and poisons of nature like no other. So who leads your order? Arona leads us. She sometimes journeys to Elmshore to renew her strength, however. She's there now with some of her closest followers, in fact. Arona is a mighty elm amongst us. She lived for generations. Yep, that's her. There none understands. Okay. I must go. So, Elmshore. So we got one. No, click on it. Dang it. There we go. Ah, here we go. Elmshore. I was like, where is it? Okay. She came here with a couple of her followers. Let's, bunch of boars. Let's pick that up. Cross the bridge and go over here.
Audra Arch, dead ahead.
Okay, get some of that money back. Well, that's a lot more than I thought it would be. Okay, Aloth, since you're still alive, I don't know why you're standing there, but oh, there's a little spirit right there.
Charge!
Come on, guys, attack. Come on. There we go. There we go.
I'm here.
So there's that. Roger Arch. I'm not gonna mess with that just yet. Oh. Okay. Aloth. Do your thing. Man, Alof needs to stop going down.
Settle.
Okay, let's see.
Following your lead.
Adair, help him out.
Following your lead.
I'm here.
Okay, so find Warhammer, boots his ability. Ooh, camping. Awesome.
I shall.
Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and save it while I'm thinking about it. It kind of sounded like they were by the road, so let's... Ooh, don't input command, come on now. So maybe they're over here. Maybe? Maybe not? Could be there. Hang on. Okay, everybody form up right there. Actually, no. Attack there. Alof. No. Alof. Oh, he's out of that. So, let us do... Let's do a Wall of Force. Uzawa. Goodness, Kana.
This isn't going.
No, it's not. Come on, Kana. Dang it, Kana. Okay, Alof, you're gonna start casting that. Yeah, I figured Alof was gonna die. Or go down, I should say. Ooh, that Kana just went down. Okay, everybody attack this one. Definitely resting after this. There we go. And Sagani leveled up. Let's do athletics. And then athletics. Let's do that one. The defense against charm, confusion, dominate for the animal companion.
I'm here.
Okay. Okay, some kind of cave. Could be in the cave. Not sure. Let us rest up. And while we're at it, let's save it.
I shall.
Just double checking. And maybe it is that soul at the archway, but I wouldn't have thought. Okay, so yeah, we've explored practically every place for the most part. So let's try this cave. Ooh, this is dark. Goodness.
That's it!
Of course.
Yes? Lava! Lava Rubion! Lava Rubion Seek! Lava Rubion Seek! Lava Rubion Seek!
Alrighty. Got that out of the way. Wait, is this it? This might be it. Yeah, goodness.
As requested.
Fenwalkers. Plus 20 defense against stuck, paralyzed, hobble attacks, minus 3 seconds. Okay, nice. Hang on, carry those, and what are these? Confathan Stalking Boots. Damage against being flanked. Well, you know what? Oh, the damage to flank targets, that's what it is, okay. You know, I'm gonna give those to Sagani, and then give those to Aloth. See, I'm guessing it's that soul then. So let us go find out. And if not, I have no clue. See, the pillars, Audra Arch. Could be at the pillars. Doesn't have to be, but could be.
Lava!
Attack! Settle! Attack!
Perfect!
Alright, so take all this.
Yes.
Alright, let's check this out. The Audra Arch looms in front of you, just as you saw it through Pesquot's eyes. Oh, this is for Sagani. Turns watching the trees for movement. As the arched shadow falls over you, the wooded shore fades into the different scene. You're standing in another forest. Blackened bar trunks claw the way out of the soil and keep a solemn vigil over the young trees and tender shrubs. You move slowly through the woods, and the ruins scattered throughout them. Stone pillars and broken arches show the bones of some destroyed buildings. Between the midst are elves and orlans, their faces painted and their bows drawn. I feel like, you know, it's the Northwild that we just went to. So I've seen the next location.
I'll follow you. I always get a strange feeling near the end of a hunt. Like an itch on the end of my nose. I feel like we're close.
You sound surprised.
I am. After all this time. A part of me had already accepted that I'd never find him. That I'd be stuck wandering like this forever. I'll admit, I didn't believe you at first. Still didn't until now.
What changed?
I haven't spent this much time around anyone since the long hunts in Nasitak. But I've gotten to know you. Seen how you deal with Kith. Whatever else you turn out to be when we find Theos, you're honest. I know you wouldn't lead me astray in this.
What I mean is, thanks. No one's done this much for me in a very long time. Feels almost like I'm part of a village again. What will you do after this is over?
Good question.
Man, I wish this was voice acted. It's been hard to see a purpose behind the last 5 years, but lately I've started to realize just how much Persqua, Sock, or however you say it, shaped our village. How his efforts and sacrifices added up made us stronger. Bringing us blessings back to Masuk will strengthen us and draw us even closer together, and I'm proud to know that I'll be the one returning with it. I'm getting ahead of myself. First, we gotta go find Persqua, or however you say it, as well as your quarry, Alceris. Should give me time to figure out what I'll say to him. What do you think you'll tell him?
I guess that depends on who he is now. I'd like to think that traveling for 5 years entitles me to give him a solid earful about all of it. But what really matters to someone in Persoc's position? The village he left behind? The family he likely won't remember?
If I'd accomplished as much as him, I'd want to hear about it.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Who knows? When we find Theos, maybe you'll get your wish.
Anyway, here's to finding our men soon. Onward.
I'm here.
So that's my gut reaction, is the Northwield. That's where it's at. Taxes collected. This is nothing? Okay. Interesting. Oh. There you go. Sneaking came in handy. Let me check the journal. So she ventures here. I am in the right location, right? Yes, I am. You know what? Right there. Right there. Let's go back. Let's try right here. Yep, here we go. An elf stands on a dais in the middle of the clearing. The ground is blanketed with leaves in various shades of russet and gold. Her eyes are closed and her arms folded in front of her. A curtain of autumnal yellow hairy hair hangs. Oh my goodness. Hair hangs in front of her face as you draw near. She lifts her chin and looks at you with shifting hazel eyes.
Greetings, Estremor. You are among the ovates of the Golden Grove.
Well, Barath has sent me to end your life. It has continued for too long.
At least he chose someone who wouldn't wrap her intentions in trickery and lies.
Right?
But what is a god that his voice should carry so far? And what are you that you should so eagerly obey? The gods only have dominion over what we seed, and you would cede matters of life and death to them.
It's that or trust your neighbors. If you had my neighbors, you might think twice about that. Are you any different? You've extended your life beyond its natural span. Through work and wisdom, the greater the tree, the more fruit it may yield. They are vines, climbing an ancient elm into the sunlight. My growth sustains them. Should our harmony fall prey to our god's jealousy? As they say, the well of knowledge grows deeper by the season. And we owe our elders respect, but if we're keeping to this metaphor, I think the gods make for older trees still. Well, I don't have resolve, which sucks. I'm not going to say they're wiser and more ancient. I mean, I guess they could be, but I really... I'm gonna just do this. This is what he's asked. It's a shame we cannot come to accord. I know. It really sucks. Let's go after one of the guards. If we can. And fireball right there. Magic missile. Is he not wounded? Okay, there we go. Alof.
Lava.
And there we go.
Moe.
I shall.
Come on, everybody, attack. There we go. Alright.
I shall.
So we have that done. Just kind of map out the area just a little bit. So now I have left is the dwarf. And I'm not sure where he's at. All I know, I need to go back to Twin Elms, I need to rest up. And we'll kind of go from there. Hearth Song. Now, I think this video's been going over an hour, I'm pretty sure. It's probably a little bit longer. Could be even going close to an hour and a half. Kind of crazy how fast time kind of flies. So he seeks employment, but I don't know. We'll worry about that later. Let us go back to the inn. And let's see.
Greetings.
Oh, not for sale. Whoops. Oh, you know what? Let's buy some camping supplies while we're here. Why not?
Hello.
Hello. I'd like a room. Let's go to the suite. Let's live it up. And there we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. I think this is where I'll call it. Next time, I will track down the dwarf that's left on, you know, for breath, and then that probably after that will, yeah, grant us access to, it sounds like, you know, the burial isle where I think Theos is at. I'm not going to go there yet. I'm going to try to finish up these 3 things beforehand. At least try Durgan's Battery one more time, see how that goes, and if I fail, that's okay. See how hard this is, this assault, or defense, or whatever this is. And then I'm going to give a stab at Cadnur one more time. Finishing, I think we got to level 9? Like I said, I don't know how many levels there are, so we'll see. But that's my thought. So, as always, like I said, thank you so much for watching. Wherever you guys are, have a good day, have a good night, and take it easy.